We want to write the equation of a line, and we're given 2 points. So if you're given 2 points, no matter what you're given, if you want to write the equation of a line, you need an m and a b. So to find the m, we're going to use our formula, subtract the y's over subtracting the x's. So 3, -4, -1, 6. So subtracting those y values, I'm going to do -4 minus 6. Y minus y. So I'm going to have negative. I'm going to subtract my y's over x's. Okay, so I'm going to do, I went ahead and did the other way. I could go -4 minus 6 as long as I do 3 minus a -1. I started with a 6, so 6 minus a -4. I started with this point, so I'm going to do -1 minus 3. Simplifying, minus minus is a plus, so I have 6 plus 4, and I get 10. -1 minus 3 is -4. These are both even, so I'm going to divide both of them by 2. So that's going to be 5 over 2, and we have a negative, so our answer is -5 over 2. We're trying to build this equation, and we just found that the slope is -5 over 2. We still need to find the b. So if we want to find b, you can go back to just the generic equation, and you're going to substitute something in for x, for m, and for y. And if you substitute for all 3 of those, we can solve for b. Now we just found m, so I can replace the m with -5 over 2. And we want to replace the x and the y. We have 2 options. I could use 3 for x and -4 for y. Or I could use -1 for x and 6 for y. It doesn't matter which one you decide to go with, you'll get the same answer. I went with 3, -4, so I went with this point right here. So my x became 3, my slope became -5/2, and my y became -4. When you multiply fractions, you just multiply across. So this 3 is over 1. So I have -5 times 3 is -15, and 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, so 3 over 1, 5 times 3 is 15, 2 times 1 is 2, a negative times a positive is a negative. Now I don't like dealing with fractions, so the quick way to get rid of your fractions is to multiply both sides by the denominator. Okay, so I'm going to put parentheses around both sides. The denominator is 2, so I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. So 2 times -4 is -8. Now when I distribute this 2, when I run that through to -15 over 2, the 2's cancel, and all I have left is -15. And then 2 times b is 2b. We're almost done here. Get that b by itself, so I'm going to get rid of -15 by adding 15. If I add 15 to both sides, -8 plus 15 is 7. Get rid of times 2, so I'm going to divide by 2. And b is equal to 7 over 2. So if b is 7 over 2, I now know the m and I know the b. So my equation, I replace the m with the -5 over 2 I found first, and I'm replacing the b with 7 over 2, so plus 7 over 2, and I've got my answer.